I'm going to show you how to do herringbone stitch. I'm using a super chunky yarn, Mrs. Moon's Plump, which ordinarily would knit on a 10mm needle. When you're doing herringbone stitch, you need to use a much bigger needle than the yarn recommends. So for my throw, I've used a 20mm needle. So here we are on the right side. I've just done a few stitches and I'll show you how to do herringbone. So on the right side, the first thing you need to do is a slip-slip knit. Now if you don't know how to do a slip-slip knit, this is how it works. You slip one stitch off your left hand needle knitwise. Then you slip the next one knitwise also. So now you've got two stitches that have been twisted and they're on your right hand needle. You put your left hand tip back into those two stitches and from there knit those two stitches together essentially through the back loop. Pull the stitch through, and now we're deviating from a slip-slip knit because we're going to only take one loop off the left hand needle. So you literally just slip one off and leave the other one on. Now you're basically doing a slip-slip knit for the whole row, but this stitch has already been twisted. So you need to just slip that onto your right hand needle. Now slip the next one knitwise. Put the needle back into the two stitches, put your yarn around the needle, pull the stitch through, and then again just slip one stitch off. So I'll do that again, slowly again. Put that stitch back on, slip this one knitwise, put the needle through, knit those two stitches together, and then just slip one off. I'll go all the way to the end of the row so you can see how that works. Slip one off, move it over, slip one, slip it off, and then when we get close to the end you just need to do something slightly different with the last stitch. You can use any number of stitches for herringbone. So we've got the last two here. I've twisted that one. Oopsie. Grab those two, knit them together. Still only take one stitch off, and then you just need to go through and knit this already twisted stitch. And that's your right side row done. You can see the stitch starting to work. So if we turn over and go the other way, you get this lovely sort of plaited look on the back. Actually, it's very deep, the stitch. It's kind of 3D. Right. So on the wrong side, it's actually a bit simpler. So you're purling two together. So put your right hand needle into two stitches. Purl those two stitches together, but like we did with the right side, you just slip one off. Now it's a bit fiddly getting into the next one, but go into two again, purl the two together, just slip one off, and it gets a bit easier now. Now the thing with herringbone is you want to keep your stitches really loose because you get in such a terrible pickle if it's the stitches are tight. You just can't get the needle through, and it really ruins the effect of the knitting. So I'm going to keep on going to the end, purling two together, only slipping one off, and then so you purl your last two stitches together, slip that one off, and then just purl into that last stitch. And there you are. There's your wrong side. I turn it over. You see that lovely herringbone building up. And that's how you do herringbone.